what you saw, all whistles and bells. Behold, Mr. Nailsin's art, hear what has to say from the very start. Beyond the end of the day, after latest fuck, what else is there? Admitting you're stuck, but Mr. Nailsin don't care. Behold, Mr. Nailsin, don't care what the latest fuck. What else is there? Admitting you're stuck, but Mr. Nailsin don't care. Watch Mr. Nailsin, don't care. Watch Mr. Nailsin draw. Listen to him tell his tales, and see what you saw, all whistles and bells. Behold Mr. Nailsin's art, hear what has to say from the very start. Beyond the end of the day, after latest fuck, what else is there? Admitting you're stuck, but Mr. Nailsin don't care.
All right, that worked out. Hello, A. Thompson. Hello. Oh, that's Pam, I believe. The intro song is so cool. Why, thank you, Pam. Yes, it is. I think so. I'm quite pleased with it. Obviously, I play it all the time. Oh, wait, I shouldn't put this. Fortunately, I'm not on camera just yet. Had my text messages on display. But what an idiot. But that's what this image is for, isn't it? Yes, it is. But that, I believe, the main one I use for AI songs is suno.com. So, and then I quickly put the lyrics in rather abruptly. That was at the beginning of the first live stream I did, I believe. And yes, hi, Pam. And quickly put the lyrics in. But it's the funny thing about AI, but I like it and its weird quirkiness. And that at one point, because I was trying to make a little rhyme there about, and it ends with Doug don't care or whatever. And then it messes up where it's watch Mr. Nailsin don't care. Yeah. And I was like, all right. Not A. Thompson. I can't figure out how to upload a video to Rumble. It's only letting me do streams. That's odd. Huh. First thing I did on Rumble was upload a video. You click on the little camera thing. I mean, maybe I haven't done it on my phone. So maybe that's the deal. I did it on a desktop. But only letting you do streams. Huh. Well, I don't know. But yeah, I just clicked on the little camera thingy, and then it says upload videos. I clicked that and I was off to the races, you know. Oh, well, anyway, I got to draw these pictures. This is more, as I put in the description, of for Nailsin news purposes. I did a few earlier. These characters here. This guy needed his computer repaired, brought it to Best Buy. Can you guess what happened next? Yeah, they found something on it, but I won't spoil it. This lady works at a prison. Can you guess what she ended up doing with the inmates? Oh, stay tuned. This is a guy who, oops. No, I don't want to talk about this. Let me get rid of that. Excuse me, I'm being interrupted by Skype. Haven't used it in so long, but yeah. Good night, Skype. This guy is from the Subway Stories. He screwed up, got between the trains, and, well, fell. So that'll be featured in New York Post Stories. And then this lady who, look, I didn't really do her justice. She's actually quite fetching. I probably should redraw this one. But she's trying out brand new breast implants. And they're new. Apparently, this is a new version of breast implants that she says are better than the old ones. So there you go. But of course, for the purposes of my interest in science and medical science and stuff, I thought I would cover that story. Oh, yes. In-depth detail to get a whole feel of the entirety of the story. That is my interest. So, it doesn't have to always be, murderers and perverts and all that. No. We deal with, things like science. So that's what that's from. But, oh boy, there's so much more that I didn't get to because I suddenly had a very busy day. Hence, up very late because I didn't get much sleep. So if you don't get enough sleep or you don't get to bed in time, that means you get up very late. Early to bed, early to rise. Yeah, it's true. Turns out it's true. Hey, Thompson, are we drawing peckers getting fired by satellite? Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, well, you know what? Where did I put that? There he is. Let me move that to a better position. Tony Chase, I believe the name is. And I guess this image I have of him is, from some video rant he did at one point. But it's just, well, it's a perfect capture of his face for just such an image. Oh, yes. There he is. All right. I didn't see whatever. I assume this was a guy who was featured on Nobody Likes Onions. And didn't see that. I saw the other two, the weird bodybuilder and then the local boy, Stale Cracker. He has a cooking show apparently. So this guy, well, he has a story that, I guess the CIA. I mean, who else? I forget what the new KGB is. Why didn't I guess because we want to turn over a new leaf, so they just changed the name, but it's all the same guys. MI6, Mossad. What's the Chinese? Secret. Espionage office. Anyway, so the idea here is CIA is targeting this guy for some experiment, and they zap him with their satellites. And of course, there's a lot of satellites up there, and they can do things now. And it says they've attacked his teeth, because his teeth are very rotten, and his penis. I mean, if you had to choose what they're going to attack, you're like, well, I guess I could eventually get dentures, but they don't really have falsies. I mean, there's strap-ons and stuff, but that's just for lesbians, I mean, it's not going to do you any good, really. So, yeah, you're gonna just choose. Go ahead, burn my teeth out of my skull. If I had to choose, don't shoot my penis. Don't shoot the penis, the penis. But they really wanted to make an example of this guy, I guess, for whatever reason, or just to see, hey, is this stuff work? I don't know. Let's just pick some poor bastard and see if it works. And according to him, it did. And he's not happy about it, obviously. And so, apparently, granted, I'm not being totally fair here. I've done no research whatsoever other than to look up an image of the guy. And he documents his struggles against this malevolent force that's targeted him, perhaps just for shits and giggles, But, well, what are you gonna do? Well, I guess he's on YouTube, so he's like telling all these stories. From this image, his bottom teeth aren't too bad. It's those top teeth, which don't really show up here. Or maybe they do, and they're just so blackened you can't quite make them out. But it bears a striking resemblance to the damage done to, dental hygiene by meth. Oh, I've seen these smiles, from meth, and oh boy, it's well, it's not pretty. I don't recommend that. I mean, I don't even know if brushing in between hits of meth would help. It helps between meals, but not so much. So there we got his face. Then we got to do like a little body because, but this is kind of like old school caricature. Like if Doug, we needed a graphic for this article we're doing on Mr. Chase. Okay. Their satellites are after me. Well, I got hit by the satellites again. Yeah, I did. In my pee-pee. In my pee-pee. I don't know. Is he still able to get some use out of it? Then it'd be like, God damn. His pecker's so tough. Even the CIA couldn't destroy it. Come on, girls. Line up. You know you want that experience. Again, I have no idea what the guy sounds like. This is very much on the periphery. Any details that I get wrong, which is inevitable at this point due to my ignorance of the subject, I humbly apologize in advance. I do this because I'm a professional. Oh, let's see. Oh, wait. Well, this is what I got. So it won't be an accurate. Uh, well, maybe. Where's the other one? Yeah, this one. It's going to look too much like a flying saucer, I suppose. But hey, that's too bad. Um, and it'll have, so, it's a satellite in outer space. Probably, that's off. Probably have mostly like antennas and crap like that. I don't know. Wait a minute. What if all the satellites look like flying saucers? Could that mean? Probably. Of course, the theory goes, come on, of all the places to go, if you had the ability for interstellar travel. Oh, excuse me. Because that's a lot of distance to go, and you got to have the technology to traverse that gulf of nothing. Uh, but then again, maybe there are these wormholes, if you can find them and map that shizniz out. Oh, wow, now you really got something. But then you come here. But look, they don't know this place is all messed up and boring and stuff, I mean, unless well, if they got that satellite that we launched out there telling, hey, come on in, like the aliens get here. So I can't believe you just gave us a map to your planet. Man, you people are stupid. And then they wipe us all out, Oh, there it goes. And get out of the way. Zapping his pee-pee. Ew. So then he just goes to all these female doctors and says, okay, where does it hurt? In my pee-pee. Could you examine it? That's why he's got to go female doctor shopping, because eventually they catch on. God damn it! What? What? I'm suffering. I need my pee-pee touched. And every man does. So much better when a woman touches it. Yeah, sure, you're going to touch it a lot, but big deal. But in her lovely hands, my God, it's like magic. Oh, daughter. Anyway, so apparently that's the story of this guy. Um, I don't know if maybe Blue Chew helps. I mean, the thing of it is that he just apparently, again, I'm limited on this, is that, both his penis is attacked and his teeth. So his teeth, you can see those. Thank God he hasn't, I mean, I guess you really couldn't on YouTube, dropped his pants to show you the damage. But if it's of the same purpose and reason, then good God, what his penis must look like. I mean, is there anything left? It's, ooh. Because, I said, hey, it looks like meth mouth. And it does, but even some of those, they weren't as bad as that. And I do see a lot of meth mouth of late. Well, I tell you, that meth deterioration, that shit's fast. You know, I got this 27-year-old woman, and the first met her, she looked 27. Actually, maybe even younger, And within a few months, she looked to be 57. Not a good 57. It's extraordinary. Sad, of course, because she was actually beautiful, but just a mess. What happened? I don't know. But lucky you're 27, so get your shizness together, But she didn't. Oh, God. Yeah, that was pretty bad. So anyway, so maybe he is a meth head, but at the same time, maybe he was also zapped by CIA satellites, And that's the thing, the CIA battled the KGB and all the Cold War, and then all of a sudden, KGB had to close up shop because they ran out of money. And that was the end of the Cold War. It's never the end. There's always a Cold War. But anyway, so then the CIA is like, well, shit, now what do we do for a living? So they do this. They attack teeth and peepees just to see if it works, And of course, they've already proven that it does in this case, apparently. So why continue? Well, came this far, might as well see it through. That's probably the logic. A little bit too allegedly. Of course, I am not a medical doctor, although on occasion I played one at home. But you should consult your own doctor. Should you be having oral hygiene, tooth decay, or something of that nature, and severe impotence and other sexual dysfunctions? Don't just watch some guy drawing pictures on YouTube and decide, I'm going to sue Uncle Sam, or something like that. I don't know. Geez, I don't know how you address any of this. That would be terrible. I don't know. I thought this turned out pretty good, especially since it wasn't the initial plan of what I was doing. I said I was drawing criminals again, which would be most of it. I did put etc., didn't I? See, that covers it. But I don't know any crimes this guy's committed, so I'm not calling him a criminal. It's kind of sad, Poor guy. I mean, I say that now. I don't want to find out. Well, they found stuff on his computer, and of course, he can just say they planted it. Man. Then what do you do? All right. Well, don't even need to do that really, but all right. There he is. Oh, dummy! You got to finish the satellite. it just fades away, then well, maybe it would because it's not really there. That's what they want you to believe. Oh, you got me. Why? Really, a lot. Uh, Geez, a lot of. Okay. All right. Saint Ranger says, funny. Thank you, Saint Ranger. Pam applauds. A. Thompson, are the boobs satellite proof? Boy, that's a good question. I don't know. Probably not. I mean, look at this guy's teeth, you know? Nodak123, hit the like button. Yes, listen to Nodak. Hit that like button. It likes to be hit. I don't know why they didn't just call it the hit button, but anyway. Tony Chase is probably telling the truth, says A. Thompson. Well, all right. A. Thompson, no, he was an obnoxious John, the orange. No, he was on obnoxious John, the orange. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, still, one of these characters. But we're talking. A. Thompson, he has the truth. Well, they always say the truth is out there, and it turns out Tony Chase was the one that was out there. Nodak123, are we sure he wasn't just in the pool? Yes. There's always that. That's the one you can go to. That's what Costanza taught us. He sure did. Hey, Thompson, imagine if more people come forward. Next thing you know, it's raining gay frogs. Well, that's always a possibility. I never really looked into that. I do know there's a species of frogs that can change their sex. Boy, that's one of those things the trans movement would want to do research in that. How do they do that? Because apparently when there's a population of frogs and they're missing one of the other, like they're lacking in one of the genders, if there's not enough females, the males become female. And then it's like, boy, what do they do? Flip a coin or, where some of them kind of always wanting, or vice versa, now there's too many ladies. So some of you girls gonna have to grow a pair, and then they do it. That was also part of the plot of Jurassic Park where they used frog DNA in the dinosaurs. And they said, don't worry, we've genetically altered the dinosaurs where they're sterile, Or no, they made them all female or all male. No, I think they made them all female. And then some of them did the old switcheroo, became males and grew a rod and went to town. So suddenly the island was crawling with dinosaurs because, life finds a way. Hey, Thompson, aluminum foil underwear and mouth guard. That's a good idea. Yeah, that might. Yeah. Hey, Thompson, maybe it's not meth. Maybe it's all satellites. Well, that is the question. Meth or satellites? You be the judge. Not A. Thompson. Watch one of his videos. It's weird. I would have thought so, yes. Nodak123, I heard they were the Georgia satellites. Oh, boy, well, that is a lawsuit he could pursue then. The Georgia satellites shot my penis. Not A. Thompson, imagine this is real, and other people came forward. Yeah. Oh, I've already read that one. Not A. Thompson, we are on a spaceship right now, traveling across the universe. That's true. Yeah. That is true. Not A. Thompson, I haven't seen his ding dong. It's probably bad, though. It would have to be. He's going to go out there and say, they zapped my pee-pee. And just like they zapped my teeth. And it's like, that's the visual comparison you have. It's like, holy crap. Not A. Thompson, Pat's stream not much fun now. He needs help. I didn't see it. I only woke up like an hour ago. So he told me he just wanted to do piano playing. So that's all I can say. I didn't see the show. Not A. Thompson, do people lose their teeth because of the temperature of the burning meth? or because of meth in the blood? I don't know, maybe a little both. Nodak123, I enjoy it. I got him to play. I'm so excited by the Pointer Sisters and a bit of She's Like the Wind by Patrick Swayze. Well, that's what, there you go. Yeah, you make a request and he'll play it. And better yet, you put it in there, use one of those voices doing the lyrics. Oh my God. Maybe it's just me, but God damn, do I love doing that, especially Kevin's voice. It's still the best. There's some good ones in there. The Gavin one's pretty good. It worked out really well. Opie one, I'm not all that impressed with. I don't know why, but it's, maybe there's more to Opie's voice than I realized. But yeah, you put those in there. Just any lyrics. It doesn't matter what the song is, really. I mean, preferably one you really want to hear. But having Kevin do the lyrics, it's the best. It's never going to get old for me. So anyway, Nade Thompson, Pat looking sad. Well, these things happen. But, wish him well. Tell him he's really funny and stuff like that. Nade Thompson, define meth. Technically, Ritalin, Adderall, Concerta. I'm not even familiar. Dexedrine, all meth. Oh, I thought it just came from cold medicine. Hi, Pam. Someone needs educated. To be educated? Oh, you mean Tony here? Yeah. Well, he sees it the other way. He believes he's educating the populace on the dangers of satellites. Nade Thompson, who do I call if I'm being attacked by satellites? I don't know. I mean, now everything's done by SpaceX. So, hey, you don't make pee-pee zappers, do you? What? Nade Thompson, that drawing is the best. Why, thank you. Yeah, there we go. Tony chased by satellites. Nade Thompson, go all night. Yeah, I can't. I got even more stuff to do. Won't get it all done. Nade Thompson, he must have done something worthy of directing a $300 million satellite at his pecker. Only $300 million, though. That's cheap. Hi, Pam. Your character looks very frightened. Yes, I would say so. And I mean, can you blame him? I mean, at least in his mindset, he's being targeted by things in outer space that want to destroy his genitalia. Nade Thompson, the part of the plot in Jurassic Park people missed was not only the sex-limited DNA, they engineered a vitamin deficiency into the dinosaurs, but that never really came up again as a problem. Well, they had other things to worry about, I guess. Nade Thompson, lysine, I don't know. Nodak123, I made AI Tess sing. I'm so excited. She didn't sound very excited. Well, yeah. Nade Thompson, oh, did you see The Substance? No, I did not. I intend to, but probably won't get to it this week. You see, that's the problem, time. Because time keeps flowing like a river to the sea, till it's gone forever. Yeah, that's the problem with time. I did watch. Oh yeah, I already put out my review of Eggs, which is like the first film of a trilogy, and they just did. And the third one, Maxine, I think it's already on Max. I'm not sure, but soon will be if not. But I haven't seen the Pearl one, so I got to see that one. Which is a prequel to the first one. Now, the first one is very simple. Some people in the late 70s get together to make a porno, and don't worry, they're already in the industry. They worked at a strip joint. So they're professionals. And they rent this place out in the middle of nowhere because, of course, they wrote a script. They used to do that in those days for their porno about some black dude getting lost and having coming upon a farmhouse and banging the farmer's daughters. Hence the title, The Farmer's Daughter, although it was plural in the plot. So, they go there, but there's this creepy old man there, and they go, oh, this doesn't look good. Basically, it's like Boogie Nights meets Friday the 13th or something like that, Just none of that supernatural elements or anything. But it was pretty funny. Disgusting and gross is all get out. It's a horror movie. And it's not bad. It's pretty good. So, don't know about Pearl, but I will find out. And basically, you probably shouldn't do porn. No, you shouldn't. And we're all going to get old. And there's a limit on that old romping around, screwing all the time. And there's a limited time there, too. But even pursuing it all before you're too old, well, there's not much for that either. So, wow, what a moral film, huh? Anyway, I did that review. I rewatched The Omen and then the Amityville Horror. So I will have reviews for those. Those in particular, because for whatever reason, just for my own devices, I kind of cobbled those alongside Exorcist as, kind of at least the more supernatural bent and primarily just with, demonic possession and all that kind of thing and Satan and whatnot as part of the plot devices of a horror movie. Unlike like Jaws, of course, it's a monster shark. It's a different thing. I don't think there was any indication that the shark was possessed by the devil or anything like that. So that's what I did, and I already put out the Exorcist review because I ended up watching all the other two films as well, which I had only seen the second one a long time ago, and seeing it again, good God, I must have blotted it out of my mind as to how bad that one was. The third one's better, much better than that one. But the first one is the main one, and it's the best. And of the three with Omen and Amityville Horror, Exorcist is the best one out of those three. With Omen being pretty good. I mean, I'd be entertained by it and all this sort of stuff. And there's a lot of good points to it. I don't think it is as good as Exorcist. Amityville Horror is just crap. It's terrible. And yet it had quite an impact. And especially the whole get out. That's constantly referred to. So it had its impact, And there's a buttload of Amityville movies and whatnot. But that one's the main one. That was the story that couple claimed all this stuff, and I think they were full of crap. There's nothing to it. But the thing of it is, that house just had this cool look to it. I mean, it looked like an angry face on the house, So it doesn't look like that anymore. In fact, I think they moved it, didn't they? Something like that. I mean, it's had several owners since then, and they were getting pissed off because all the people would show up to it and want to get their picture taken, and people would be standing outside their windows looking in and think, "Oh, hey, there's no ghost." And all that. But But eventually, I think like those windows were changed so it doesn't, it loses all the allure. And you got those. It's just those two windows really, and then it had the the fireplace smokestack there. Yeah, chimney. Why am I? Yeah, smokestack, uh, which made it look like the nose. And so it just had this very angry looking face. So it was just that cool design. Cool designs can go a long way. Sometimes they don't go a long way. Sometimes they do go a long way. All right. All right. Uh, Task saying, yeah, substance. Not a does. That's why they put 24 hours in a day and make meth. So you can enjoy all of them. Yeah. That's what Elvis did. Nodak123. If I could save time in a bottle, the first thing that I'd like to do is to save every day till eternity passes away just to spend them with you. Yes. Isn't that sweet? Nane Thompson, did you see Long Legs? No, I did not. Never Let Go, Civil War, Hellboy. That's one that is on the list. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that one. Civil War. I don't know. I was going to see it, and it just kind of I've heard too much about it, especially the ending. I don't know. Never Let Go. I don't even know. Long Legs. I did hear about that one. Uh, I suppose I'll get it in at some point. I don't know about Never Let Go. Nade Thompson, have you seen Exorcist Believer? No, I've not. I've only seen the first three Exorcist films. Nodak123, have you seen the movie Pearl on Netflix? Not yet. I thought it was a pretty good horror movie. 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. Or is it tomatoes? It's tomatoes. Nobody says tomatoes. They only say that when you're going tomato, tomato. But then again, I'm probably completely wrong. Nane Thompson, Pearl is crazy fun. Well, that's what matters, really, especially with that premise. um, Nade Thompson, Nodak, can you search your Netflix for a movie called The Medium? I think it's only available here. The Medium. Let me guess. He does a seance and it all goes bad. Well, I recommend my audio play, Scream of the Devil. That's about a seance that goes terribly wrong. Nodak123, I didn't look up anything about it before. I watched it, Nade Thompson. Just saw the Netflix labeled it as a horror. Nade Thompson, I saw it. Nodak123, The Medium isn't on my Netflix. Uh-oh. Nade Thompson, The Medium must only be available in Thailand. Well, what you need to do, go into your VPN and change your country or your region. And typically, usually, you can see movies that aren't available in your immediate area. Nane Thompson, Exorcist Believer, the girls find that thing the priest found in the first Exorcist. Oh, the little figurine about Pazuzu. And so instead of a Ouija board, they find the thing, and then that's all it takes. Now you've got a Pazuzu problem. Who are you going to call? Ben. There we go, Tony Chase. Not Thompson, The Charm. Yeah, Pazuzu or something. Yeah. I believe it was a Pazuzu. Good Lord, you've got a Pazuzu. Oh, is that cancer? Is it cancer? No, it's not. Oh, thank God. It's way worse than that. Huh? Well, how are you going to get any sleep if your bed keeps shaking? Plus, you barf everything up, And turns green. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. it's a bit of a problem. Okay, this guy from a story. I'm already forgetting uh, what particular business he was in, but anyway, some guy pissed him off. He was upset, so he sought the services of a hitman, to take care of that. And wouldn't you know it, the hitman is not what he appeared. No, it was not a trans man. So you can pretty much guess how this is going to turn out. But stay tuned. But of all the characters, probably the most normal one. He just, was contracting a murder. Other than that, at least he didn't have, you know, that stuff on his computer. Um, so, I mean, the guy that was targeted by him, I'm sure is not happy with him at all. But other people are like, come on, haven't you ever made a mistake? uh, I don't know what, I can't remember. Well, that's funny. I would have thought, I don't even know if it was like the guy stole his wife or banged his wife or something like that, or if it was just business. Whatever. He decided life would be much better for him if this guy just wasn't around no more. And I don't mean just move out of town. I mean dead. And that's what he wanted. But again, turns out the old saying that good help is hard to find is true. So there we go. That'll do. I don't need to spend too much time on. Maybe it is. Jeez, I can't even remember the guy's name. What kind of asshole am I? Just the regular kind. Just being kind of lazy on some details. So I'll do these images, and damn, it is late. Well, late in the sense I don't have a limited amount of time to get all this done. Tomorrow I'll have to be up much earlier in order to participate in a pop culture breakdown on the Doomcock channel. Well, the Overlord DVD channel. And then tape some stuff with Pat. That'll be later on. Which might mean there won't be a live stream. My live stream. I'm sure Pat will do his latest fuck show. But by then, probably not so much from moi. But then there's Thursday night. Could do that. Can't do it Friday night because off to work I go. Off to work I go. To the fun-filled adventures of an overnight convenience store. Yes. Oh, the tales I could tell, but I can't. Probably shouldn't even do it in generalities. That is frowned upon, you understand. Okay. Well, there he is. He was not that good of a drawing of the guy, but it's gonna have to do. He really, I assume he just didn't like the guy, but because if it was just business, it's nothing personal. It's just life would function much better. But me, you weren't breathing my air, so that's that guy. Uh, oh yeah, this lovely lady is a new addition. Uh, let's see. Let's go ahead and do a full-on drawing here. She decided she wanted to go to the club and have some drinks. It's a favorite pastime that lots of people do and enjoy. And so she did. And all that's perfectly fine. Uh, it's perfectly fine. It's okay. Except, well, she has a 3-year-old and decided the baby would be also perfectly fine, should just sleep in the back seat of her car. Um, that she just left outside the club. Well, you know, she went drinking. Well, the baby was found through a series of ridiculous events. Uh, the child is fine, so I'll tell you that uh, through sheer luck. But the mother's in trouble. So I know. I know. It's like, what? I don't have a life anymore just because I had a baby. You have a life, just not the one you had before. Yeah. Yeah. That's too bad, isn't it? So, the law frowns on activities like this. And I'd say they're right about that. So, there is a element to the story that one could say she kind of screwed up in the manner of which the vehicle was parked. That's how she gets caught. Well, but in the long run, it was rather fortunate that she did, because otherwise the baby might never have been discovered. Yeah. So there you go. but she wanted to go to the club and get drunk, meet some other dude. Give the baby a sibling, you know. And, well, it just didn't work out. I mean, it worked out for the child, fortunately. Um, through no actions by the mother, in spite of the idiocy of the child's mother. But, so, you know, hey, nothing serious happened, so we can all laugh about it now. There's, what's the next one I gotta do? Oh, there's some guy who, I guess he was recently busted. Was apparently a serial rapist. And one of these guys who built a dungeon and all that. So he too will be a feature. Nailsin knows. Nailsin news. It's Nailsin news. Just a bunch of sick, sad stories of pieces of shit. There we go. And I'm actually making her appear a bit more remorseful than she does in the mugshot. I can't say that she has that, you know, really, really. There's been a lot of mugshots of that. I'm just like, I can't believe I got to go to jail for this dumb shit. And this includes, you know, violent assaults to downright murder. It's still like, really? And especially like the parents who let their daughter melt into a sofa. The mother in that one, that's the look she had on the mugshot, was this sort of like, you have got to be kidding me. She just didn't think this she bore any responsibility at all. All right, there we go. So, and again, good help is hard to find, of course. You know, finding a decent babysitter, and all that. And then they expect to be paid. You know, I just wanted to drink. Well, it's possible that's a problem too. Possibly. Possibly. Oh, well. I'm sure this will end up being a story that later on, during holiday get togethers and stuff, they can all have a good laugh. Remember that time Mama left you in the parking lot? Jane. Damn it. Wasn't quite dry yet. What? I'll fix it in post, otherwise known as photo shop. There it is. Yes. Quite. All right. There's two down. Let's see. Check back here. Get rid of that. There's the rapist. And oh, only two more I got ready. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this monster. Oh, I should check the chat. Okay, medium charm. Not A. Thompson. We got a new TV set up in our travel van. We now have all the channels and streaming for road trips. Wow. Not A. Thompson. I enjoyed Pearl. I thought it was weird and a little funny. Only a little, because I mean, the first one, sure, it's weird, Greg being gory and stuff. It's pretty damn funny. Nodak 123. Doug, have you seen It's What's Inside? Nope. Not A. Thompson. What channel? Not A. Thompson. See if you can cheer Pat up some. He looks terrible and depressed. I'll do what I can. Not A. Thompson. Do you sign an NDA to work at a convenience store? Screw that. Tell all. It's understood. Lugs, sup dudes? Lugs, that girl will be super cute once you draw her hair. That's it. Sorry. Nodak 123. Lugs, hubba. Well, all right. Since she was chasing the nightclub scene, she's considers herself on the market, I imagine. So there you go. And I believe that was in Texas. So play ball, you know. So the serial rapist who built a dungeon, you know, man, that's a lot of work, you know, to do all of that. So it's like, imagine what you could do if you were just normal. Right? That's like a lot of like heist and schemes and that some crooks do to steal a lot of money and whatnot. And it'll be all these elaborate plans and everything. And it's like, you know, you could just do something legitimate. And it's like, yeah, but that would be working. And it's like, well, you sure are working really hard on something that's going to land you in prison. And most of the time, you get caught and you go to prison. Every now and then, there's some, they just, I guess, just couldn't crack the case. They kind of have an idea who did a few. There's quite a few of those old heist stories. There's that, I think it was in Boston. It was this art theft. And these dudes went in there and they, I guess, tied up the security guard and all this stuff. That's one that's on Netflix. Forgetting the name of it, though. And that was interesting and all that. But I believe it remains unsolved. I suppose you could even call it an unsolved mystery, but it wasn't a part of Unsolved Mysteries. I know Netflix has their new version of that series, but I think it was like a whole documentary series on that heist of this art museum or gallery in Boston. But of course, the thing about Unsolved Mysteries, if it's solved, It's not a mystery. Huh? Huh? I mean, but then, I don't know, I guess the title, Mysteries, was taken, you know. Huh. I don't really know what to do here. Just some douchebag in a hoodie. I'll probably figure something out. And I'm blanking on where this took place as well. There's been a couple of these over the years. There was one, that's another one. That was, God, it's been a while. This guy kidnapped this girl, brought her to his dungeon, which I guess was like underneath his garage, and you know, raped her, kept her there to torture basically, and eventually she managed to get free. They got out of there and I don't know, ran to a store or something, got help, and that was the end of that guy. But he's like, damn, I went through all this trouble to build this dungeon, and she had to go and ruin it. Oh, gee. And then there was one guy, I think this was out of Florida, and he had already been convicted of rape, and he was, serving the sentence, and he was in this program to reform the rapists, and these expert therapists, I don't even know if they were full-on psychiatrists or anything, but anyway, they would deem a person cured. And they would get released as a result of that. And in this one, within their support group, the other guy was a rapist too, but to his credit, he said, hey, man, you can't release this guy. and because they shared a cell, and the guy couldn't shut up about all his rape fantasies, and that he was going to build a dungeon, and he would never get caught that way, instead of just going around looking for this victim or another, and that he would just go up and snatch women from a grocery store parking lot. Went into gratuitous detail about it all, and so the guy reported that, and they just like, nah, you're just jealous because he's getting out and you're not, or whatever. They just completely ignored him. Well, the guy's released. Guess what he did? Word for word what he told his cellmate he would do. Every last bit of it. Screwed up this guy's eye. But who cares? He's a rapist. And, did they learn anything? Was that program reviewed? I would hope so, but probably not. I mean, like, all he ever talks about is rape. I don't think he's really the star student that you're making him out to be. So that's great, huh? Another win for the experts. So, I mean, was anyone fired on that one? I don't know. You would hope so, but odds are no. Some people get to fail upwards, No matter what. Damn, I really screwed that up. Well, in Photoshop, I can swap this eye for that one. That should work. So, yeah, he just wanted to abduct some women and torture them. That's what he's into. So, anyway, he got caught, so now he can be the one that's in the dungeon and tortured. Or he can declare himself a woman and I don't know. Maybe you got to at least get breast implants. I don't know. But yeah, you get to go to the women's prison. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, his imagination. His imagination, is it required here? Let's see. Dade Thompson, what show are you on tomorrow? That would be the Doomcock show on the Overlord DVD channel. And then I think later in the night, well, I mean, that'll be me and Pat taping Crime Report, I think. And if there's time, I'll do a live stream. Luke's, once I saw an attractive white girl with a completely shaved head wearing a nightclub dress in a coffee shop at like noon. Odds of being mentally healthy nearing 0%. Oh, well, yeah, that's definite. Nodak123. Well, look on the bright side. At least there was no purple or blue hair and that kind of thing. Nodak123. I saw a decent looking bald chick on TV once. She ripped up a picture of the Pope. Yes, she did. I was enjoying the new season of What We Do. Yeah, that's another one I need to check out, is What We Do in the Shadows recently. Dumb vampire comedy show, but very enjoyable over time. Matt Berry and Mark Prox steal the show. Lugs, LMAO at NoDeck123. Lugs, I've considered having a dungeon in the past, but I don't want people to confuse me for some kind of jerk. Yeah. You mean for like storage? NoDeck123. Lugs, I saw the first 2 or 3 seasons of What We Do in the Shadows. I enjoyed it. I should check out the newer seasons. Lugs, yeah, they're on season 6 now. Jeez Louise. Just watched the first couple episodes. Got a lot to catch up on. Lugs, I would only use my dungeon for good. Well, there you go. See? That's encouraging. Lugs, careful, Doug. You almost made this rapist look unflattering. Well, I can't say the guy's ugly, just on the inside. That's one of those things, you know, when they try to profile rapists, a lot of times they'll say it's a sexually frustrated man and he's just not getting laid. A lot of the, especially some of the more famous ones, they had no problem having girlfriends, getting married, and you had families and everything. They just really get off on torture. That's the deal. Hi, Pam. I truly enjoy this show, but I can't keep my eyes open. You guys have fun, and I'll catch you all another day. Best wishes for a wonderful day tomorrow. Bye, folks. Well, good night, Pam. I'm sure you're probably already gone, but nevertheless, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching the show while you did. Luke says, good night, Pam. Sleep well. Nodak123 says, good night, Pam. Nade Thompson, I think what happened to Pat can be studied and worthy of a PhD thesis on deceptions on social media. It really was an effective campaign, and now Tassis videos are taken down. They took them all down? Well, that sucks. Nodak123, why is it always a sex dungeon? Never a sex loft, sex barn, sex mother-in-law suite? Well, sometimes that happens. I mean, like Diddy would just, rent hotel rooms. Not a Thompson. I'm looking at boats. I really think that's the way to have a vacation home. Well, it's mobile. Yeah, there's, in a manner of speaking. Lugs, I wonder if the tough girls in the women's prisons have any arrangement to protect against the mentally ill guys in dresses. I feel like 3 or 4 strong ones could really lay down the law. Lugs, one can hope. Well, so far it hasn't happened that way. Um, I mean, could they at least limit that crap to? Well, they shouldn't do it at all. But to like a guy busted for theft or something like that, not the serial rapist. But what am I doing? Expecting sanity. I'm an idiot. All right. This last one is a girl who, dolled up wouldn't look all that bad, but I've seen that look before. It's already begun. But she got busted primarily for shoplifting. However, got a different method about how this happened. She recruited a thief, a child that apparently was not even her own. So sent this kid into a Target, a Target, to steer. And I got caught. So that's just too bad, But again, I'm suspecting meth, the whole 9 yards. And it's just too bad because she's not that bad looking. She's actually kind of cute. But she got onto drugs and decided to corrupt a young child and basically become an Oliver Swift character, uh, or a Dickens character or what have you. And you'll have to lock her up. And then things go south when the serial rapist transitions and gets put in her cell. And oh, jeez. So I just wanted to steal some crap so I could hawk it for meth. I know. So very sad. I can't see what it says on her shirt. There's something on it. I mean, she's in a prison uniform now, but of course, there's a lot of businesses filing bankruptcy. Oh boy, all kinds of reasons. One of those is crime, in that there's too damn much of it. And Not a lot done about that. But also, even before it gets to that point, you just got to give up on certain locales, you know? And just, yeah, we don't have a store in your town no more. Okay. Oh, yeah, she had a big old bag there that you can, put stuff in. Stuff you don't intend to pay for. Primarily because you don't have anything to pay for it with. Because you don't have a job. The reason you don't have a job is because you can't work no more because you're a drug addict. The only ambition that remains is the ambition to commit theft. Now, the obvious thing would be to draw the child being led by this one. I still might, but I'm reluctant to do so. Not just because I don't know what the kid looks like, but stories involving children. But in this one, there's far worse than this. So this is really just kind of stupid. I almost want to say it says dose. She had too much of a dose. But according to her, it wasn't enough. Uh, Off to the jail, to the jail, to the jail. But maybe she'll find God in there, get her shit together, and get cleaned up and go to work. I don't think she'll be getting a job at Target, but maybe somewhere. Maybe somewhere. And see, it'll all be happening. No, it's not going to happen. It's happened on occasion. But, or, just look, I can't work. I'm disabled. Oh, gee, what happened? I became a drug addict. Oh. Hmm. Well, you still found enough energy to go steal from a store. Uh-uh. I was sympathetic and weak. I had to recruit a kid to do it. Oh, my goodness. Well, that concludes the whole ordeal. She can't work. Give her disability. Or maybe there was just something she really wanted in the store, She's like, damn it, that crap's expensive. Yeah, I know. Hey, little guy, or girl, I don't know. Tell you what, just go in there and take whatever you want, but also take this crap that I want, and you get to keep it. And that is contributing to the delinquency of a mind, which she most assuredly did. But, you know, in this day and age, rather minor compared to others. But that is not likely to factor in to final judgment. Or she just wanted a new T-shirt or something. But it really is like I don't know how young the kid was, but it's like the song. I've been caught stealing once when I was 5. So there you go. That's how it happened. A 5-year-old. I enjoy stealing. Just as simple as that. Well, that's just a simple fact. When I want something, man, I don't want to pay for it. I always like that song, even when the dogs are barking. Don't care for the video. I guess that one was foretelling the future too, you know. How about that? Oops, look at that. Smeared the ink. I would have thought it was dry by then. Boy, does that piss me off. Well, you know what I always say, fix it in Photoshop. And I will. Jesus. How wet is this stuff? Jesus. Well, who am I to complain about a wet lady? Put the neck back in here. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Doesn't she have enough problems? I go and mess up her portrait. I feel terrible. I've let down this klepto meth head. What have I become? Okay. All right. That will be the final juring for tonight. Where did I leave off? Okay, dungeons, looking at boats, tough girls. Nade Thompson, sex boats. Luke's test YouTube got hit, but full video still available on X. Would be good if someone uploaded backups on other platforms. Yeah, that's a foregone conclusion. So, Nade Thompson, there is something going on with YouTube. They were hinting to it at the new DEF CON conference. It's an AI that sits on top of YouTube and studies human behavior. Lugs. Oh, yeah, it's been creepy for a while. Yes. You know, I'm actually surprised it's an election year. I would have thought there'd be more channels taken down. That's usually how that goes. And anyway, how algorithms work, you're kind of in the same situation. So, because in 2016 or more, there was quite a few, and a lot of them were channels that had nothing to do with politics. I think I recall there was one. It was like um, a gardening channel or something of that nature, and for whatever reason, the guy's channel got nuked. And I think he got it back, but I forget. But there was just quite a few, you know, really big ones they're skittish about because those are beneficial to them. You know? But if you consider not big enough, not a problem. You're gone. Here, I'm not hearing a lot about that. Maybe there's been some, I'm sure, but not quite to the way it was then, which is rather odd. Anyway, Lugs, I thought I was being safe by never making public social media posts, but it turns out that wasn't enough. No. Lugs, 100%, YouTube knows what type of women I like, my politics, anxieties, etc. Oh, yeah. Lugs, not even from search terms, but patterns. Yeah. Not a Thompson. Back in the early 90s, I had a very small, worthless tech company, basically a BBS for buying music. I went to all the tech conferences. We thought the internet would make people smarter. I don't know what the fuck. Well, that's the problem. It might have. They had to stop that. Not a Thompson. We had to go do something called a library and work with some old lady who smelled like cigarettes to find anything. Yeah. Lugs, almost all media with money behind it comes off as somewhat weaponized these days. When you encounter something not like that, it's a breath of fresh air. Not a Thompson, everyone at the conferences in the 90s thought all information available to everyone would be a good thing. Look at what happened now. Well, yeah, initially people thought that, but then they realized, hey, they're beginning to realize what a lying fraud I am. I've got to stop that. And so the temptation to use power is far too great. Remember the net neutrality stuff where everyone was fighting and signing petitions so that the internet doesn't just become websites owned by big corporations? Yeah. Lugs, meanwhile, like 90% of web traffic is for sites owned by like 10 to 15 companies now. Yes. Not a Thompson, it's a bunch of people making fun of each other. Lugs, I think if smartphones never happened, the internet would still have mostly intelligent content on it. Yeah, probably, yeah. Not a Thompson, you can really write a thesis on Pat versus Felicia. It was textbook takedown that needs to be looked at. I would love to go on Pat's show and sum it up, but Pat doesn't like me. Yeah, just let the Felicia story go. If Pat wants to talk about it, yeah, he will. His initial was to not. He was forced to talk about it. We went out of our way not to do that. Felicia had other ideas. So as far as Pat goes, leave him alone about that. Lugs, but smartphones made it a little too easy for total worthless dickheads to broadcast online. I don't care if it sounds mean, it's fucking true. Yes. But ultimately, if you don't want gatekeepers, and I mean that's what they're trying to install here, then you're going to get a lot of shit. You're just going to have to filter that on your own, which is the way it should be. But that's not how powers that be want it. So in a lot of ways, letting shitheads run around and do stupid shit, they'll be fine with that. But every now and then somebody hits on something and it's scorched earth. Wonder which one of the things was. Well, Lugs, she cute. Oh, my drawing. Yeah. Yes, she is. I didn't do that good of a job. But I'll have her picture in the video when I get to it. But yeah, it's really sad. What a waste, you know? Jeez, I did her arm too long. My God. Now I'm all disgusted. But as I always say, Photoshop. Luke's going mostly by boob size, to be honest. Well, they are nice. They are. Yeah, it's a It's a waste. Now, Nate Thompson, I know I can go on YouTube right now and get a guitar lesson from Jimmy Page or watch four grown men shit on some old loser in Florida. Well, yeah, it's up to you. Lugs. Lugs, guitar tutorials have really gotten quality in the last 10 years. I'll give it that. Lugs, I would give it all up in a second to see Google crushed into dust. Oh, wouldn't that be sweet? You know it would. Not A. Thompson, or watch Doug draw. I figure if I watch Doug enough, I can figure out how to animate something. Possibly. Lugs, my kingdom for a wet lady. Boy, isn't that the mantra? Lugs, she's crying. Well, probably, but not about what she did, about getting caught and how the world just won't do as she wishes. Donnie Thompson, something weird happened to people. I would have to get on my bike and go to the library and search for even the most basic information. Now my kids don't have to do that, and they choose Roblox? Robotics, maybe? I don't know. Lugs, appreciate the perspective and internet freedom, Doug. Yeah. Lugs could be so good on here without the meddling. Yes. I mean, it's one way or the other. Absolute totalitarianism. Or people get to be their own people, you know, and you're just going to have to figure that shit out, which is how life usually works anyway. Yeah. Donnie Thompson, Google Maps has ruined people's minds more than anything. All right. Lugs, I tried to keep it turned off. I'm repeating a route I've been on before. Nodak 123, Roblox is a cruddy graphics kids game. Oh well. Yeah. Not A. Thompson, my Google Maps has traffic. Well, I guess that's what they wanted, you know. Personally, I can't stand traffic. It's been rather dangerous of late. Near misses and everything. Ooh. Well, all right, there we go. We end on the target thief who corrupted a child to target. Yeah. And again, there's worse things. I know. I've seen it out up close. Well, okay, sometimes up close, yeah. But I've seen far worse stories. In fact, one of the stories that I'm working on, way worse than this. A few more lugs. As a delivery driver, I'm totally reliant on map apps. Oh, I would imagine. But I'm sure my brain would be more flexible and stronger if I needed paper maps. Donnie Thompson, Doug, you've never seen traffic. That's just not true. Lugs, but they're much harder to read while speeding. Well, yeah. Nodak 123, thanks for the show, Doug. You're welcome, Nodak. And thanks for watching. Not A. Thompson, can we draw Rosie Oda Nalda daughter? That is a story worth New York City Crime Report. Rosie Oda Nalda, I'm not familiar. So hopefully we'll look into it, but I can't promise it because I'm forgetful. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll do another one as soon as I can, whenever that is. Maybe, I don't know, because I'm going to be taping stuff tomorrow night, so I'm not sure tomorrow. But Thursday, I think I can do one. So there we go. Rosie O'Donnell, not a. Oh, yeah, that's right. Her kid got busted or something. Oh yeah, her meth daughter, says Lugs. Oh, geez. She's cute. Wow, that's something, huh? Gee, I can't imagine what a privileged little girl. How could she have turned out so bad? I wonder what happened. Not A. Thompson, Doug must have a hot date. Sure. All right, let me see. where's my theme song? Because, yeah, as I keep claiming, I'm a professional. No, that's the old one. I don't know what I still got it here for. Well, what the hell? Where did it go? Well, screw it. We'll do this one. All right. Good night, everybody. And again, thanks for watching, and I hope to do it again soon.
That's the end. Beautiful.
Well, it's not even playing. Right? I mean, anything? I don't know.
Watch Mr. Nailsin draw. Listen to him tell his tales. See what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold, Mr. Nailsin's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Beyond the end of the day, after late as fuck. What else is there? Admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nailsin don't care. Watch Mr. Hill tell his tales. Let's see what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold, Mr. Nailsin's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. From the very start. Beyond the end of the day. After late as fuck. What else is there? Admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nailsin don't care. Don't care.